Hi everyone, welcome back to Healthy with Nicole. I'm Nicole Carter, survivor of ulcerative colitis, now 6 years UC free and drug free. So in today's video, I wanted to carry on with the theme of the 5 worst of different food categories. I recently talked about the 5 worst fruits to eat, and I also gave you my list of 5 worst vegetables to eat. And today I wanted to give you my list of 5 worst beverages to drink if you have ulcerative colitis. Now, I'm not going to suggest that you just drink water because I don't think that's very realistic. Most people don't actually like water plain, and I don't know that it's actually a good idea to drink a lot of water because when you drink plain water, you do actually overhydrate and urinate a lot of your minerals out. So I don't think you necessarily need to drink tons of water. But that being said, we do need to hydrate ourselves unless you're eating loads and loads of fruit, and that'll take care of some of that. But of course, we're probably going to still need to drink some beverages. So here are my top 5 worst things that you can drink if you have ulcerative colitis. First of all, number 1, I have to say, and nobody's going to like this, is alcohol. Alcohol is absolutely terrible for your gut if you have ulcerative colitis. Think about it. This is a toxin, and we're drinking it because it's socially acceptable. A lot of my clients come to me and really struggle with how do I deal with my social life or my work life where drinking alcohol is just part of the deal. You know, we go out to entertain guests, we go out to entertain clients. I have a social life, whatever the case may be, people feel compelled to drink even if they don't really want to. And I can tell you from personal experience, I used to drink alcohol. I haven't had any alcohol, maybe a beer here and there in the last 6+ years, and it's made a huge difference in my overall health, and I feel much better. I don't miss it at all. And I still go out and socialize and go out with clients and have professional meals and all that business, and I just don't feel like I need it to play the role and live my life. But I know that some people do, and that's really difficult. But I can tell you, I've had many clients that really struggle with their UC until they give it up. And I had one client even that would not give it up, and she never really made any progress. So I feel like it's huge in terms of whether or not you're going to heal this disease that you have in your stomach. So number 1, for sure, alcohol. Number 2, worst drink to have if you have ulcerative colitis, believe it or not, lemonade. Lemonade seems benign enough, but if you're drinking lemonade, and it's actually real lemonade, you're using lemons, which are a very acidic fruit. I talked about in this video about how the 5 worst fruits you can eat, one of them being lemons, and that's because lemons and limes are super acidic, and the gut is very sensitive to anything acidy. So even though lemonade seems very simple, I would say avoid that. And maybe if you like something lemony flavored, try lemon balm tea. We drink that all the time, nice and cold here in the summertime when we want a nice refreshing beverage. But lemonade, wait until you're totally healed, and then you can have some homemade lemonade. Number 3 is similar to that. It's going to be grapefruit juice. So I don't know why this is so common. Lots of people drink grapefruit juice. And to me, it's so crazy because it's acidic, it has pulp in it. And I think because people think it's a low sugar fruit and so therefore good for dieting, maybe. I don't really understand the draw to it, but nonetheless, you should avoid grapefruit juice. It's way too acidic, and that fiber in there is not going to help you. The pulp in any juice that you drink should be removed, but first of all, the fruit should be very sweet. And so that is going to be my number 3, grapefruit juice. Number 4, worst beverage to drink if you have ulcerative colitis. Oh, I hate to say it, but coffee. And now I drink coffee intermittently. I like it. Sometimes I like it, don't like it. My body seems to dictate. But I can tell you, I've had a couple of cases of clients that were avid coffee drinkers. They did all the rest of the work and still were having symptoms. And then they removed the coffee, and miraculously the symptoms went away. So I think this could be a combination of maybe people are drinking acidic coffee. Perhaps there's toxins in the coffee or mold. I know that a lot of coffees do have something called acrylamide. Perhaps that's bothering you. I don't know exactly what it is in coffee, and perhaps it's different things. Some people drink it on an empty stomach, definitely a no-no, because that's going to raise your stress hormones. We don't want more of that, especially for UC. You need to bring the stress hormones down. So in regards to why it's bad, I don't really know why it's bad. I think there's possible reasons, but in the people that I have seen that struggle with UC and can't seem to make any headway with it, but were coffee drinkers and then took the coffee out, they seem to really improve. So my suggestion for all people with ulcerative colitis, take the coffee out until you're all the way healed, and then see if you can tolerate it to have it at all coming back into your diet. If you do bring it back, I would suggest always have it with food. Coffee on an empty stomach, especially black coffee, is definitely going to be harsh even if you don't have ulcerative colitis. All right, and then my 5 and final worst beverage to drink if you have ulcerative colitis is anything artificially sweetened. So if you look on the market and diet sodas, energy drinks, even juices, things that have artificial sweeteners, and you can kind of pick this out because it'll say sugar-free or diet, this or that, or low calorie. These are very likely to contain different forms of artificial sweeteners. So I won't go into all the different kinds because there are many, and that deserves a whole video, but most of them do irritate the gut. And I have a section on this in my book where I've done all the research on different types of food additives and medications and etc. that can irritate the gut. And that again is in my book called How I Healed My Ulcerative Colitis. I'll put a link below. You can find it on Amazon. But basically, the artificial sweetener in there is the problem. So I think a lot of people think that sugar in itself causes or exacerbates ulcerative colitis. I have not seen that. In fact, I've seen people that ditch all the artificial sweeteners and add in strained fruit juice, lots more sugar, natural sugar, and they do way, way better. So that doesn't make sense to me. But I do know that people that drink diet drinks, especially diet sodas and things with artificial sweeteners, when they have removed that, they've made leaps and bounds of progress. So just keep in mind that our food supply is not great. The things that you buy at the store aren't foods, they're products. And you have to be really careful on what you're taking in, because most of these things that have different flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives in them are very likely to be gut irritants. So I hope this video was helpful. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.